Mic check. Let me know if you guys can hear us okay. Hey, yeah, that. Let me get your mic, Chris.
1 2 1 2 check.
All right, cool. All righty. What happened to? Oh, wait a minute. What happened to? Is the speaker on down there?
You not turned it off. You turned it off?
No, I never turned it off. Let me see something. I want to turn it down. All right, give us a minute. Get some feedback here. So 9, 10. 9, 10.
Information you need to know, so keep listening to the You Matter To radio show, because everybody deserves to be heard. If you have questions or concerns, please feel free to pick up the phone and call 1-877-659-0226.
All right, ready.
Who needs to listen to mainstream radio when you have a station like You Matter To Radio? Others try to copy, but they know how that Hey Rod and Chris Carter-White have the best show, giving independent artists the platform to grow, as well as building their brands by way of this show. So if you have a project that you want people to know, hit us at youmatter2radio@gmail.com and let the communities know what you have going on.
Hey, this is your man, Hey Rod from You Matter To Radio, along with
Carter Chris White.
You Matter To, because everybody deserves to be heard. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. We have, hold on, I think we have just a little bit of feedback. Hold on. We have in store for you today, we got some good information coming by way of Friday. We're going to be talking about Young Ying Foundation, Young Ying Rebirth Foundation, that's going to be kicking off on Friday. Hey Van, hey Richard, Robert, Ray Kelly, how are you? Hey Stephanie, and who else we have here? Yeah, everybody else. Thank you so much. Please share the videos if you can, guys. And just to let you know, going forward, we are going to start broadcasting straight through YouTube. Our YouTube channel is You Matter To Radio, so you can go in there. We're actually broadcasting from there as we speak. So we want to try to get away from the politicalness of Facebook. Because we are a legit radio station, we're not a podcast, and I pay a percentage, well, not a percentage, I pay a fee every month to play commercial music, and but I choose not to play commercial music. But for those independent artists that we have on the station, that is signed up to be in my ASCAP, CSAC, or all those other organizations, they can get their royalty checks because of the music that we play here on U Matter 2 Radio. So if you could, go over there, and I'm not sure how that works. I'm still trying to figure that thing out, but I do know yesterday we broadcast our gospel show on there. And for you guys that are just joining in that don't know, we have a gospel show. Give me that book too. We have a gospel show that comes on every Sunday. I got another gospel book. You want to
Testimonies.
So I'm just showing this right off the bat. So Pastor Alma Dozer, she's a ordained minister, and her show is called Real Talk for Real People. And yesterday we had the privilege of having Dr. Eric L. Holmes in the building, and he wrote this book called The Power of the Seed. And basically he was talking about, when you sow a seed, so when you plant a seed, you have to nourish it, and so that seed could be you telling somebody that, you're going to help them, or you give them some information that they can later use. And so you planted a seed, and they have to make sure that they nurture that seed so that it can grow. But in the spiritual realm of seeds, we talked about having, like for Carter Chris, we talked about him and his foundation, and I don't want to steal his story, but I will. He came in today and he was talking about he have his clothes and his books in three guys.
Three brothers.
Three brothers. Sorry about
Shout
that.
out to Mark.
Shout out to Mark. Three brothers. But this is his book. He also have a clothing line. It's called Be More Loyal, and everything that he's done. What he's been through, being sentenced to 30 years in federal prison, and also having only did 19 because Barack Obama had pardoned him, gave him a commutation, and so he came home and he wrote 15 books, but two are published. Two are published. So this is Be More Loyal, and this is a taste of can't read backwards. I'm sorry. Urban Soup. Urban Soup. The people's soul, for the people's soul. So this book right here and this book right here will eventually become movies. So we're going to start writing this week for this book here, and so he has a lot of things in store. But back to sowing the seeds, at his church, what's the pastor? Bishop.
Bishop Craig Coates.
Bishop Craig Coates had prophesied over him, saying that he see millions in his life. Now, of course, he is, he's not a stranger to money. He's made millions of dollars, and unfortunately, when he got caught up, they took all of it. But so he's turned his life around, and so there was a seed that was sowed into him, and that seed is now flourishing into a tree. And so we're actually going to be talking with him and coming and having him come on and to do a show on Thursdays. Let me just give you a little bit about Dr. Eric L. Holmes. He's a senior coordinator in the radiology department at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore. He leads by example in every life by being a productive citizen and helping others in his community, along with volunteering and participating in community outreach. Dr. Holmes, he loves to travel, he loves to read, and he goes to church. And he's actually going to be doing, let me see if I wrote that date down. I don't think I did. He's actually going to be going to Florida for a big convention that he's going to be talking at. And so, we want to try to support all of the brothers that, come through our station. And Pastor Dozer, she's been having some tremendous guests that came in on Sundays. Last week, we talked about from becoming a caregiver. Is that the name of it? Caretaker to caregiver. And that specifically was talking about you as a person. A traumatic thing happens in your family and you have to leave your work and take care of people in your home. And so you've went from what is it again?
Caretaker to caregiver.
Yeah, you went from caretaker to caregiver, and I'm a poster child about that. My wife and I, we've been together for over 26 years, 24 years married, and we have been in a relationship. Thank you, Stone, for joining us, man. Thank you so much.
So there's no need to, if you're just lurking on my page and just want to see what Chris doing, seeing is he gonna fall today? Did he start something dope again today? Because I ain't going back to that. I told y'all that already. But anyway, I will no longer be on Facebook after this week right here. So Saturday you can look on there and you won't find me. And I'm just, I'm not bitter. I'm not mad at nobody, nothing like that. I'm just looking for support, man. And I've been supporting the whole city of Baltimore, carrying on my back like I'm the man. I'm not the man because I don't got no money, but a lot of my supporters who on my team, they're going to follow us over to YouTube. So if you really want to follow us and you really down with the Be More Loyal movement and the Humanity Radio movement, then you will follow us on YouTube at Humanity Radio. So Facebook going to be dead after this week. So if you're one of my true followers, you're going to follow us over there. So the foundation, as far as us writing the book, we're going to start writing that tomorrow. The Be More Loyal book will be getting written to script so we can come out with the first movie or series. Like if you like The Wire, you like Empire, you like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, I got a story too. And we're going to put that in the big screens. And the money from that first movie is going to go towards the same thing: college tuitions, school supplies, uniforms for school, uniforms for band practice, uniforms for basketball, football, equipment, and stuff like that. So if I can't get y'all to support y'all own kids, which y'all gonna be supporting my kid, but we all supporting my kid, gonna help me to support all the rest of the kids in the city. Even though they're not my biological children, they are my children. So, and I'm taking on responsibility because that's what God wanted me to do. But at the end of the day, though, we got tickets for $15, and we were trying to sell out, man. We're trying to sell out Charm Club, both sides. We got tables. People can't even bend. You can come. How much tables is again?
100.
So you got $100 tables. You can come and sell whatever you're gonna sell, your clothes, your books, whatever you got that you want to come and bend for at this event. You can come out and do it on Friday. We also bringing 2 of the dirt bikes from the Ying Foundation to the show, and we're gonna have 2 of our kids from up Sister Saving the City, the program, Be More Loyal program, the Dirt Bike Foundation for Ying. We're gonna have 2 of the young kids that's expert on the bikes, and we're gonna have them riding around, on the stage and riding the bikes in memory of Ying. So if you say you love Ying, then I should see you at this party. That's all I really got to say on that situation.
So again, guys that have been joining, that's just joining us. We want to thank you so much for joining us, because without you, we would not be here. Again, we're talking about the Young Ying Rebirth Showcase, as well as our Kiki White show that's coming up in April. If you look at, hey Cuz, hey Lisa, hi Constance, hey Mikey, I see, I was just talking about you. So you guys can look down on my live and you can see Mikey J. Mikey J is the person I was just telling you about, Def Jam and with the 2 movies. He will be hosting our Kiki White show, and Carter Chris will be hosting our pre-show. So we have a pre-show at 6 p.m. and then at 7 p.m. we have a red carpet experience, and then at 8 p.m. the show will start. Kiki will hit the stage at 10 o'clock. So we got a good lineup for you, man. Oh my goodness, we got some good heavy hitters. We got Amara. We have A1 Chops. We have Songbird. We have Emerge. We have Will Star. We have Pierre. Oh my gosh, we have is that flyer over there? Is that a carrot flyer over there?
Oh,
A carrot flyer? The one? The new one? That's not
Kiki
the new,
White?
yeah. That's not the new one, right? That's not the new one. It's just so many, goodness gracious. We have Jarrell, we have Dell, wife, I can't get his name. I said it all week last week. YFT Dell. We have Tashiki. Jessa Larry is going to be in the building. We have, oh my goodness, we got so many people. Remember from Force and D's that we we've been talking with. And just so many people. You come and get your network on if that's what you want to do. Again, that's our main focus here at You Matter 2 Radio. We want to try to partner up with people, serious people, like-minded, so that we can make an impact. We need to change the situation of these kids dying and these kids taking each other's lives. And when we talk, we're not just talking about Maryland or Baltimore. We're talking about all over, because You Matter 2 Radio is all over. It's global. We don't have to, and that's why we do what we do. Our radio station is only geared towards the arts, so that's all we talk about. We only talk about independent artists because those are the ones that need the publicity and the backing. So we want you to build your brand. We want you to build your fan base. We want to know what performances, what shows you have, what's your itinerary. We want to we want you to let us know if you need artists, or you're trying to put something together. You can call us up. Our number is 1-877-659-0226, and our email address is
You Matter to Radio, and that's UMATTER 2 RADIO @gmail.com. We want to shout out DJ Stevie J. Stevie. So Stevie say, yup, shuz. I would fan to help, and I'm DJ Stevie. Is doing a Mother's Day cookout in May, a Father's Day cookout too in June. And bro, I'm listening to y'all though. Y'all have a great show on here. I love it. About to send you and Hey Rod them flyers, okay? And I'm gonna print them out too. So we got somebody that's willing to print flyers for us, make flyers for us. He's coming on the show, so he printed a flyer up so he can, y'all can tune in to him being on the show. And that's what it's about, man. Us scratching each other back, us giving each other a platform. I mean, everybody want to chase the bag, man, when every time you find somebody chasing that bag, they end up in prison or even be dead.
That's right.
So we're not chasing no bag, man. We're going to chase God, and we're going to let God reveal our talents that he bestowed upon us, and we're going to let that bag chase us. People going to pay us to come on their show and talk.
That's right. And the thing is that we're so dedicated to this. Our hope is to come on every night, and we do, but some nights we come on and it's not planned, so outside of the Sunday show and the BFAB show and hopefully the Thursday show that we're going to be having, You Matter 2 Radio. I mean, we feel like we want to go on at 11 o'clock. We on at 11 o'clock at night, and sometimes we go to 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're going to get better. we're gonna get better. But we thank those people that stay up late, that listen to us, and that send us, words of encouragement and everything. Understand that a lot of radio stations operates just for money. Our station, of course, we do need the support of businesses in order to make things happen. But guess what? We're not focusing on that. That's so far beyond our thought and our wishes. Because there's so many other things that are taking precedence over that. Like I said before, I started talking about Mikey J. Is that you got a lot of killing in all of these states. Here in Baltimore is just terrible. I mean, I've never, in all the years that I've lived here in Baltimore, ever seen it this bad. And it's so bad that people are keeping their kids in the house. They're punishing their kids because of what's going on in the street. And, that's not fair to them. It's not fair to the parents, So, I'm a parent myself, and my son, he's 24, and I do worry when he leaves here to go to work or, go out with his girl, my two grandbabies, my nephew, and everybody else, and my family, my younger family members, so it's sad just to see and hear that somebody has been taken a life. We're going to take a pause for the cause. We are going to play some music from some of the artists that's going to be in the show. Do we have music from somebody? Oh yeah, we do. We're gonna come back. We're gonna play some music from some of the artists that's gonna be in the Kiki Wyatt show, and then we're also gonna be playing some music from some of the artists that will be in the Young Ying show. Oh my God, it's such an awesome lineup for both shows, man. Oh my gosh. If you guys are not in Baltimore, I wish that you were, but for you guys that's not in the Baltimore, we will be streaming live on both of these shows. So just like we're coming live to you tonight, we will be coming live to you for those two shows. Just to show you what incredible talent we have. We have artists coming from New York. We have artists coming from North Carolina, Atlanta. We have artists coming from Florida, Virginia. Goodness gracious, we got Connecticut. So we have people coming all over, and they got wind of this by our radio station. So, we want to thank them for participating and understand that. Here at You Matter 2 Radio, we're not using anybody's talent. We're paying them for their talent. It may be in way of tickets, or it may be in way of fee of a fee, that they're charging. So understand that, and understand that we are here trying to make a difference for those people that are in the arts. I'm a graduate from the Baltimore School for the Arts as well. I am a living testimony as to how important it is for artists. And I'm also an advocate for those that are in the independent realm, not being able to get on mainstream radio or having to pay to play, which is illegal, and also educating them. Mikey J and You Matter 2 Radio, along with some partners of his, will be putting together a symposium. We had one, and we had some things going on with the venue that they needed to update. So now that that's done, we are going to be offering that, and the price is only $15. Where can you go and get pertinent information for $15? And real information. As I always say for You Matter 2 Radio, if you ever hear about us talking about something that's untrue, please give us a call and let us know, because we don't have a problem with apologizing. But we don't want to give false information out. We don't want to talk to false people. We don't want people coming and infiltrating our thing that we have here and the things that we're doing good for everybody else. Hey, Billy, thanks for joining us. So I'm getting ready to go to a song for some of the people that will be performing in the Kiki Wyatt Kiki Wyatt show contest. So give me 1 second as I pull this artist up. This artist is really an artist that have been, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look, I don't have my glasses on either, but this artist is an artist that have been in the trenches for a long time, and we just want to give him a shout out and let people know to what magnitude that we're going to be having at these shows. 1 second. You know, we're looking for an engineer. We're still looking for one because I really would like to do more talking than I do trying to work 4 different things at the same time. So, hey, Micah, thanks for joining us. You know, because it takes my focus. You know, for somebody in the senior citizen realm like me, and I do call myself a senior citizen sometimes when I have those thoughts that go through my mind, and then I start thinking about why I can't remember things and why I mess people's names up so bad. So give me 1 second, and I'm sorry it's taking so long, but let's see if this is it. Everything, Chris, while I'm pulling this up.
All right, so I'll give y'all something else. So today, I was able to go to Three Brothers on Frederick Avenue. I told y'all that we was going to had books inside the store, and also he gave me a place for my clothes to be at. So we got the Be More Loyal clothing line inside of inside of Three Brothers on Frederick Avenue. As we put the clothes up and on the mannequins, I got butterflies, and I was just crying on the inside. It's just so much joy and happiness. I was so overjoyed that God would be blessing me the way He been blessing me. When a lot of people told me that I wasn't going to be able to do it, it wasn't going to work, my books wasn't going to sell, my clothes wasn't going to sell, and here it is, man. God been opening up doors that no man can close, man. And I thank Him for closing the ones that no man can open. But in the meantime, while we put the clothes up, I was exiting in the store to leave, and one of the workers in there, she called me and was like, Chris, come here for a minute. And so I went to her and I was like, what's up? She was like, I just wanted to personally thank you. And I ain't know I ain't did nothing for her because I just came to the store, dropped the clothes off at the inventory. But she said, my son came in here yesterday and he seen both of your books, and he told me, he said, Ma, I read both of them books. That's good books. I like him. He mentored me. And come to find out, I am a member of the NAACP, and I was able to get access to go inside of the baby bookers, which are central booking down on Bay Street for the young youth. And I was down there part of the Boys and Girls Club, and I mentored some of the young men in there, and me going in there, and that's why I keep telling everybody to keep your integrity intact and keeping your character flawless, because those children are watching you and they need positive role models. And as I went inside of the Boys and Girls Club behind the prison walls, inside of the detention center with these little kids, I brought books into the prison, and the little boys, the young men, the young kings, they rotated the books and they read the books and they understood the books. So with that being said, the mother told me, and she said, my son said you was mentoring him while he was coming down there, and he listened to you and he read your books, and also he came in yesterday and saw your book, and he said, Ma, I know him. So now